Yo, what's going on, guys? Colskizz here, back with another story time video. I know you guys loving these videos, so I'm here back with another one. I've been getting some growth recently. I was at 83, got to 87. Thank you guys so much in like one day. So just remember, I want to get the 100 subs. 100 sub special. It'll be a quad story time with me, Cannon, Carter, and Connor. And yeah, so that's gonna be my intro, and let's hop right into the story. Alright, so this story takes place, pretty sure this summer. So me and my boy, I'll say their names because it's not that big of a deal, but it's gonna be Cannon, Kieran, Ty, Liam, and me. So, you know, just we're doing what boys do. We're just playing PS4, obviously, and playing like, I forgot what game we were playing. Probably like 2K. 2K and GTA. I have some GTA in the background to change it up every story time so you guys can watch different things. So, we're just on there, playing GTA, and I forgot who mentioned it, but usually when we have like that many people over, like that's 5 people. So we got 5 people over. Obviously, we can't just stay in and play 2K all night. That'd be kind of boring. So we're gonna take advantage of how many people we have over and have some fun. So we're not crazy, like we're not like crazy kids, but like, you know, ding dong ditching is fun. I don't care what you guys say. I think it's fun. Even though it's not that big of not a bad thing, but like it's not like it's kind of childish, but it's still fun. It's still a way to get out of the house instead of just playing video games all night. So forgot who mentioned it, but probably like Cannon or Kieran. They mentioned let's go ding dong ditching. So it's gonna be hard to explain my neighborhood. All right, so if most people that are watching this probably know where I live and like kind of how my neighborhood works. But all right, so we're like on our own street. Like I don't know like how I'm gonna explain it, but like I'll tell you later. Like I'll try to go into depth and like how I'm gonna explain like what happens like in depth with like how our our neighborhood works. All right, so we get out. So like we have the thing we go through our back of our yard, and then we're like. So like my road is like off a little bit, like out of like the heart of like the neighborhood. So like we just like walk behind a couple yards and then we're in like the heart of the neighborhood. I'm pretty sure it's like a Saturday or Friday. I don't remember the exact date. Saturday or Friday, and we're just, you know, just going around getting houses. So behind me we get my friend's house and nothing really happens, and then we get another house, and then it's like we always have this house that we go to. It's just I don't know, it's our thing. So it's like right down my street. It's this gray house. So we go down this street and we get the gray house, and we have Ken has this laser pointer. It's like, you know, with those little like pocket laser pointers. Ken has one of those laser pointers. So I forget who goes up, but probably Kieran or Ken because they were our go-to. Me, Ty, and Liam were the slow ones, so we're staying in the back. So they go up. I think Kieran probably rings the doorbell. Cannon's running away, but Cannon has the laser. So like we have like a couple of cars we're sitting behind, and we make sure when you're ding dong ditching, you cannot touch the cars, because that's like you just don't do that. Just don't touch the cars. So we're hiding behind the cars, not touching them. And you just see this red little dot just like going around like this house. Legit, I swear, 3 seconds after we ring this house doorbell, every single light in the house turns on. So we know that they know something's up. So we're hiding behind, me and Liam and Ty were hiding behind this car pretty far away. Cannon and Kieran were pretty close, so like, probably say 10 meters away, 10 yards, somewhere around there. So Cannon has this laser, like he's pointing, Kieran was closer. Cannon came back with me, and he was like laying down on like underneath the car. So he's laying down like underneath the car, and he's got such a good view on it, like he's like getting the main door. Like we hear like the door open, like the guy comes out, but he obviously can't see. It's just pitch dark. We don't have that much lights in our neighborhood. The can just keeps him getting a laser, and like he's like shaking his head. It's super funny. So he goes back in, and all the lights are on. So we know, so our street goes straight, like where this house is. Like my neighborhood's like down, and like this house is straight forward. So you can take a right to go into town or left to go into the neighborhood. So we know we can't go either way because he's just camping. He's just waiting for us to come out. So we have to like really carefully like run back behind the car and escape through the yards. So we run back to the car, nothing ever happens. I don't know if he ever like called the cops or anything. I doubt it, he did. But we get in his house all the time. So I bet he's used to it. So after that house, we go through the yards back to like the heart of a neighborhood. So we get my friend's house, like I said earlier. So we get that friend's house. Nothing. I don't think any of them comes out. So and then my friend Hunter. We usually get his house all the time. It depends, but we did a lot in the summer. Like Hunter's cool with us, but I don't think. Sometimes he just doesn't hang out with us. But like, I think he was doing something that day, and his mom was home. So like, we rang the doorbell, no one came out. But like, it's just like, yeah, whatever. No one came out. So we're just going. So at this point, we're towards the left of our like neighborhood. So like, we're on Hunter's Road. If you guys know where Hunter's Road is, we're on Hunter's Road, and we're going down, and we get a couple more houses. Our strategy is that we usually have 1 or 2 people go up. We usually 2 people. We like double the house. So 1 rings the doorbell, 1 knocks. So we just destroy the door, and then we usually go behind a house, behind a car, somewhere just away from the house, and we wait for anything, evidence, and then we just we're not really stealthy. After that, we just walk away. Like, it's not a big deal. And I'll tell you why that's a bad idea when my Hunter's a sniper special. So again, we're just walking. So get another house. Now we're like in the alright, so like the left side, now we're like going in like to like dead end, and it can only go right. So we finally we get another house, and then like behind that is the bunch of like football field, like no, not football, soccer fields that a kid below us made. So we're just like walking by those soccer fields. We get another house, and then we get my friend I won't say her name, but we get her house, and like no one comes up with the lights turn on because they know it's like Nuggnitchers. Remember, it's like, I don't know, I can't exactly recreate the time, but we usually don't go out till 2:30 at least. So it's 2 hours past curfew. So obviously we're not supposed to be out there, and who would ring someone's doorbell at 2:30? Like, so whatever. So they turn the lights on, they just look around probably. They don't see us because it's pitch dark. And then we finally get to this house. Alright, so Kieran, like my friend Kieran, he knows like everything about the neighborhood. It's like Kieran, like whenever like what about this house? Kieran's like, oh yeah, there's like 3 kids, a mom, dad. Like he's like, I call him the most observant person in the world. But, like, I don't understand like how, like, he just remembers so much stuff, and he knows so many people. So like we're like going through this house, and then we finally like he's like talking about like all these houses we're getting and saying if we should get it or not. And like we don't get the houses, there's like little kids, because that's just rude. So if Kieran said there's like older kids, it's alright. So we finally get to this other house, and Kieran has no idea who lives in this house. So we're like, who cares? Might as well throw up a gamble. So Kieran has no idea who lives in this house, which is our like basically only lifeline to see if we want to do it or not. So I'm gonna try to explain this house, alright? So you know how we're on the left side? So we take a right, and there's like a middle road. So this house is on the end of the middle road, like near the dead end we just passed. So this house, alright, so like in the middle road, it's a normal house at the ranch. But, like the door is on the left side of the house, and the garage comes all the way, like on the right side, but it comes like forward a bunch. So like if you're on the right side, you couldn't see the door. I hope I explained that well. So we ring the doorbell, and we run to the right side to where we can't see the door. I don't know why, because it takes the whole point away from the fun. But we're sitting by this house laying down. We're waiting for like something to happen. Like we hear a door open, and like I don't really know what's happening. So we're like, okay, so like we're on the right side of the house behind, like we're sitting next to the left of this house, like parallel from the house, like one house over. So we don't see anything because we can't see the door. Legit. 30 seconds later, you know, we can look down the middle of the road. All we see is this one black SUV. Okay, here in Iowa, the cop cars I can't tell you my city, but here in Iowa, we live in a city where all the cop cars are either black SUVs or white SUVs. I don't know if that's the same for everywhere, but that's like the no code. Like if you see a black SUV, no, any type of SUV, black or white, we're out of there. But for some reason, we decide to hold our position. So we see it go down the middle road, going to the left side, like where we just got the houses. So we're making plans, like we're being quiet, but we're making plans. We're like, what are we gonna do? Because obviously this cop's gonna turn right by us. So we back up a little bit into the yard, and we're like all wearing black just to make sure, but we're in the grass, so we don't really blend in that well. But so this cop, we're legit, we're so close to the road, and this cop is going from the left, hits the dead end where we already were, takes a right, and then he slows down, right, like he's legit, like we could see his face in the car, and he takes a right down the road. We just ding dong ditched the house, so he takes a right down that road, and we're like, like if he looked in his rear view mirror, he would have saw us. Like I don't know what he was doing. We were just like, we were not prepared for that, and we were like not like hidden very well, to put it in like perspective. Like he's gonna easily seen if he's looked through his rear view mirror. So then we tell ourselves, if he takes a left, we're freaking dipping. So here's what happens. So I'm trying to explain like how our how our neighborhood works. So remember, the left side is the far side, and you hit a dead end, take a right, and there's a middle road. And then if you keep going instead of taking a right, there's another road, like the main road. So if he takes a left, he'll be going like, so my house is straight ahead. Like we cut through, if you go straight down the road and cut through to like a yard, my house is like on the other end. So if we say, because if he goes right, like he can come around and get us from behind, but if he goes left, you have no idea where he's gonna go. If he goes left, he can completely leave the neighborhood, or he can swoop around and get us. So we take our chances, and we say if he goes left, we go too. So he takes a left, we get up, but we're not dipping. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we have to save our energy, because I'd say it's probably like a fourth of a mile. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we can't dead sprint because we're just gonna be tired. So we're like I'd say more than a jog, but like more like not like a full-on sprint. We're jogging, like a little bit more than jogging. So you know how this house is to our right? We're on the left of this, like not to his sidewalk, but the sidewalk to the left. So again, we're just like jogging. All of a sudden, all I hear is a door open. So like I'm like the slowest one in our group. So we got Ty and Liam. Like Ty and Liam are a little bit in front of me. Liam's right next to, like Liam's probably like good 10 feet in front of me. Ty's probably 15. And Carter and Ken, they're faster, so they're not Carter, Cannon and Kieran. They're faster, so they're up there a little bit more. So they're like our doorbell ringers. So they're up there, and all of a sudden, I don't know if they saw him, but me, Liam, and Ty definitely did. The guy came out and he said, "The cops are gonna get you," with a baseball bat in his hand. And I remember, I don't know who it was, but I remember someone saying, "No, they ain't." And all of a sudden, I looked to the right, and he's there, and he's got a baseball bat. I'm out. We're all running as fast as we possibly can. We're running. All we have to go is go straight. We're running so hard. If I look back, and he's just holding his bat like a player at the plate. Just freaking. I don't know why he was so mad. Like I don't know what was his deal that day, but probably someone pissed in his cereal. So we're dipping. Again, we're dipping. We're going as fast as we possibly can. And I don't know, because I'm not very fast. I don't know if you guys know me, but running is probably my worst activity. So I'm not going very fast. I'm running, but I'm still behind everyone. All of a sudden, I'm going like, you know how you turn to the left? I took a left. Looked my head to the left. Black SUV. Coming our way. The SUV is coming. He definitely saw us. Definitely. He definitely saw me, at least. And so we run through the yard. But he has like no idea which house I'm aiming at. So I don't think he ever got out of the car. But we run it, and we like have like the gate. We jump the fence and get into my house through the back door. And we're like all like panting. Like I don't think it was that cold, but we're like all panting. And everyone's like, "What the?" Like I think that was my first like close calls, as in ding dong ditching. Like I went ding dong probably like 10 times before that. Like that was like one of my first calls. Like other times like no one ever comes out. But like we usually do it more like 12 because people more are awake. So we did that. And so we're just panting, and we're like, "Oh my god." I remember Liam's like, "Well, that'd be a good story to tell everyone." And we're just like, yeah. Like the story's just like for times like this, to where like just a good time to tell a story. So yeah, so we're just panting, and Carter's like, not Carter, Kieran's like, "Should we go out again?" And I look at him like, "Are you crazy?" Like, remember, like this is my first time like ever like happening like something like this. So like I'm like, "Are you crazy?" He's like, "No, I'm not crazy." I'm like, "No, we're not going out. Like my house, we're staying here." So yeah, and then we just end up playing PS4 for probably another 3 hours, going to bed at 4. And yeah, not probably like 2 more hours if we went to bed at 4, but like, and yeah, so that's gonna be another video. Hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Tell me what you want to see in the future. And for now, I'm out. See you guys later.